Hey y'all, welcome back to It's Been a Journey podcast. I am your host Chanel and we are going in. How y'all been? Haven't seen you in maybe a week. Everybody need a vacation, right? Well, look, I'm back tonight with a special guest. She's an author, she's a young lady, she's doing her thing, she's in college and working, she's juggling many things. So tonight we're gonna have you for a time, but not a long time. Shout out to my husband and everyone that's on here tonight. Make sure you like, tag, and share. We want to encourage the youth to keep going, right? So, as I said, welcome back to It's Been a Journey podcast, where we talk to individuals that journey has inspired and is inspiring others, right? I am honored to sit down with a young woman whose voice is powerful, necessary, and right on time. Our guest is a talented Mississippi native and published author, Jamesia Nicholson. Look, she gonna tell me how to say it right because y'all know I'm tongue tied and country. That's a mix up. Look, she's the writer of the book, The Difference Between You and Me, the teen edition. And we're talking about this book tonight and the things that she's done. And it is a powerful, uplifting guide that empowers teens to embrace what makes them unique and navigate the challenges of growing up with confidence and integrity. And y'all, we need that in a time where everything is going awry and emotions and mental health is just, I don't know, we just need love and support around this time. She when she wrote this book, she was a teenager herself, and now she's a college student, and she continues to share the story, the journey, and her faith to inspire others. What I love about her work is that it doesn't come from theory, right? It comes from experience and real emotions. So today we're going deep, deep, deep into the heart of her message. And because if you're a teen or a parent or educator or someone who is still healing their inner child, you will take something away from this conversation. Without further ado, let's introduce you to Miss Nicholson right now. Hey, Sherelle. Hey, look, pronounce your name.
Jamesia.
Jamesia. Look, I
Yes,
pronounced that Jane. Jamesia. Jamesia. Look, how
mm,
are you doing tonight?
I'm good.
Good, good. And
Yes.
look, y'all, she is at college right now. She said she had to get in a quiet place. So look, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm a sophomore. My graduation year is actually next year.
Okay.
So hopefully I'll come on out and continue. Well, I'm not this is not the only first book that I will be writing, so there will be more. It
Mm,
just takes a little time because the one that I actually did, the first one that I wrote, it took a whole lot of
hmm.
time and patience and breaks, of course,
Right.
balancing, knowing that I'm balancing. I was trying to balance being coming from a freshman on up into my graduation year, which was actually last year.
Mm,
So there's actually a lot of work, but you got to have time and breaks, and then you'll get to where you going.
right. So, like you said, it took you a lot of time. So, did you already have the book in mind when you started before you got to college, or was it something you always wanted to do, or just spurred a moment it came to you as you saw what was going on?
Kind of both. I mean,
Mm,
I was a freshman in ninth grade. I
mm,
didn't know I knew what I wanted to do, but then again I didn't. And I love to write. That's like literally that's all I do, other
mhm,
than basically what I normally do on a daily basis. You'll either see me with pens, pencils, or something. So I was sitting in ninth grade. Um, Miss Nuttall was my teacher, and well, she was one of my teachers. And one of my other teachers, we was sitting in class, and they was actually working on their own book.
mm.
So I mean, I decided to put it to work. I mean, I'd love to do something, and I just literally went on ahead and put it to work.
Okay. So listen, we're gonna keep y'all for a time, but not a long time. Make sure y'all like, tag, and share. And thank y'all so much for joining us tonight. So my question is, Miss Nicholson, is what inspired you? Right?
Like I said, I fell in love with writing in middle school.
Mm-hmm.
There were times where I just sit in my room. My mama can attest to it, and I just began to write all like anything that came to mind. I have like a blank sheet of paper or a journal or anything in that nature, and I just my thoughts will just go all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
I started writing this book in ninth grade, like I said once before.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and like previous, I took several breaks in between because I was trying to balance on being a freshman, like I said, and owning up to my senior year, which was the year I actually published the book in December.
Okay.
So,
Was it hard for you to publish the book?
I mean, I was kind of, yeah, it was hard, really
Yeah.
hard.
Okay. So what personal experience shaped the message in the book?
Um, I really can't attach to that now, but this person he actually inspired me to write it. My sixth grade math teacher, he
Mm-hmm.
wrote his own book. So I mean, I thought if anybody can do it, I can do it. So
Right.
I just basically started. I stopped in between, but I continued on, even though it was hard.
So, in your opinion, what is one of the biggest challenges teenagers face today regarding self identity and confidence?
One of the biggest challenges teenagers face is trying to figure out who they really are in the world that constantly tries to tell them who they should be.
Mm.
There is so much pressure to fit in, to look at a certain way, act a
Mm-hmm.
certain way, or live up to what others expect. It's
Mm.
easy to lose your own voice when you're surrounded by so many opinions. Which I mean, over the years, that's what took control of me. But once I grew like an older age, I kind of cut back on it because I mean, you gonna live regardless.
Right.
Everybody gonna talk about you.
Mm.
So I mean, opinions just opinions in my opinion. That didn't really matter to me. But confidence just doesn't appear overnight.
Mm-hmm.
It takes time, self awareness, and a
Mm.
lot of courage to accept yourself as you are. I
Right.
mean, I've learned that being different is one of the biggest things about growing up. Is what makes you stand out and shapes your own story. You don't gotta
Wow.
tell your story to nobody else but you.
Right. Mm, I like that right there. So how do you personally deal with comparison? Like if someone try to compare it to this person, or you should be right here by now, or even education, well, how do you handle it? Especially in a time where social media make everyone feel like they have to keep up.
I mean, comparison doesn't bother me when
Hmm.
scrolling through social media. I've always felt social media was a big issue, especially when knowing that teenagers' life is basically wrapped around all around it.
Mm,
I mean, for me, I started focusing more on myself, growth,
right,
and the things I love doing. I mean, those things help me appreciate what I already have. I mean,
right.
I've learned that my journey doesn't look like everyone else's, so why go down that path?
Mm,
I'm walking. I've always walked in my own path and will continue to do that,
mm.
and that's something no one can take away from me.
Right, because I've noticed like there was times where they was talking about social media that people was getting depressed because they were looking on or looking somebody else life, but really they don't understand that's just their television life. You know how we watch movies and people get so engulfed in the movie they can't stand the actor when they portray
Right.
a certain thing, and then they go to start comparing their lives to the Joneses, as they say.
Right.
And I see now that teenagers, unaliving themselves because things not going, or they don't feel they are where they should be by now, or they made
Right.
choices, that they. But if you live, those choices become a lesson. The lesson becomes something that you can share with others that going through is never for naught.
Right.
So in your book, I read that you said to recognize and celebrate their own identity, build true self confidence and resilience, and navigate social pressures and comparison. So I like when you say you just stay in your own lane at first, because it can get away from you if you
Right.
don't watch it. And this book, y'all need to get it. Let me post it one more time. It's on Amazon right now, and y'all can go to, you can put in the difference between me and you. The teen edition is a paperback, so y'all can go on Amazon and get that, and support, especially when they're doing things, to help our youth, where we are losing them to so much right now.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you want young people to walk away understand about their worth after reading your book?
I want young people to know their worth isn't defined about what others think of them.
Mm.
It's defined by how they see themselves. I mean, you don't have to change just to let people accept you for who you are. I mean, the right people will love you for being you regardless.
Mm.
Life can get confusing, but no
Mm-hmm.
matter what, you have value. You matter, and you have purpose. I have I hope that when readers finish my book, they walk away feeling inspired to embrace who they are and proud of how far they've come. Even if their story isn't perfect, you still have value and a voice.
Wow, that's powerful right there. You still have value and a voice. Let me make sure I type this in the comment so they won't. And that's so important. So many times they feel muted, muted by life, muted by education system, muted, by society,
Mm-hmm.
especially our African American men. They feel muted where they can't express themselves. So if you could go back to that ninth grade student and speak to your younger self, what would you tell her about patience, growth, and not giving up?
I mean, to me,
Mm-hmm.
if I could go back, I'd tell her to breathe. Just
Ooh.
calm down. Stop whatever you doing. Just take it slow. Stop worrying about how fast things are happening and trust that everything will come in time. Growth doesn't happen overnight, and that's okay. Every challenge, mistake, and setback is preparing for something greater. I'd remind her that patience isn't about waiting, it's about trusting the process while you keep moving forward. I'd tell her to never give up when life feels heavy. There's so much waiting for you on the other side if your struggles. You're stronger than you think, and your story is just getting started.
Love it, love it, love it. Listen, y'all, she is from Mississippi, a young lady that printed her first book, and there will be several more. I was blessed to purchase one. Yes, y'all, I purchased my books because I want to support them on the forefront, because most time us in media, we get the free form. No, I like purchasing every book that I bring on. I purchase those books because I want to sow a seed and someone else come and water, and God give an increase for their dedication and everything. So Jamesia, tell us where we could find your book. Do you have any social media handles for your book now, or you working on it?
Yeah, that I will be. actually creating some sort of website where you guys can go and purchase it that way,
Mm.
because I know that sometimes Amazon don't be Amazon me, but I will actually create a platform and many other things where you guys can actually go back and actually purchase it that way.
And your mom just popped in last. She did an awesome job. I'm telling you, you're going to have to go back after we come off and listen to the information that she has given so far. And to be a young lady and have her mind focused, that is a testament right there to a lot of young adults. Even when it seemed like so much is going, she said, just breathe. Y'all, she told me to text me that the other night. And
Yes, I did. I really
it
did.
was so much going on that day. And I couldn't get I didn't have my glasses. I was trying to type. And then so much had happened and so much was going. And she was just like, just breathe. Just take your time. And sometimes when you offer that to other people, it is good to get
Yeah.
that back. It is
Mhm.
good. Your mom said I am, and thanks so much for giving her.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah, because I mean, I really enjoy her work. She's really anybody that's out grinding and doing what they love to do, they know that's Chanel thing right now. I am a serial entrepreneur with several things, and it's good to show love and if you have a platform other than here on It's Been a Journey, I also have Rep Your Grind where I interview entrepreneurs and highlight individuals that love what they do. I wanted to bring her on the journey because this was a personal issue, especially for teens, right? It wasn't just about her career, it was just her helping what she felt to assist other people.
Mhm.
That's why I wanted her on this one instead of the other one. And so when you print your book and you speak to a parent and a parent come to you and like so Miss Nicholson, what can I tell my daughter? She seemed like she's getting away from what can I tell my son wanting to run with the crowd. They enjoy your book. What could I say? What would you tell that parent?
I mean, I would tell them to at least have a nice conversation to where they feel more comfortable before, reaching out to actually getting what they need in order for it to succeed in
Mm-hmm.
whatever they're doing, because life can get hard sometimes, but I feel that I have the resource that I've created can help with that, because most of the time teenagers, they basically feel lost. They don't know where to go. They don't know where they want to be at or how they want to get to point A to point B. So basically it's like a build up, basically preparing them for what they want to be in life.
Right. And so many times, I like what you said that, and so many times we as parents forget when we was children.
Mm-hmm.
We forget that what they said, the apple don't fall too far
Don't
from
the
the
apple
tree.
don't fall from too far from the tree.
Sherelle just said when you came on, said you sound just like your mom. She had put that up there, and that's true. A lot of people tell her the same thing, but it's like we forget when we was teenagers, and
Mm-hmm.
but it'd be like that's our children, but we don't understand now. We in our mother and father shoes.
Mm-hmm.
Our lenses
Right.
have changed.
Mm-hmm.
So if you went and you look back on your classmates, and what do you see different between Jamesia now and the one in high school, the college Jamesia?
Ooh, a lot, a whole lot. A whole lot. Ever since I published the book, even though it's been kind of hard trying to reach out to everybody, but it's been a lot. I seen a lot of changes. I'm talking about tremendously changing because I mean it's just a lot, like fully.
Yeah, it is. It's different when you coming from high school to college. You have a little more freedom, and then
Mm-hmm.
you can manage your time, especially when you trying to do business, right?
Right.
So before I let you go, and I thank you so much for coming
Mm-hmm.
on with us. If anyone have any questions, just let me know. I will post them up so she can post for you, because you might just have a question how she even got started. And that's for Rep Your Grind. This right here is about the most intimate thing, because I had got some bad news today. A young man unalived himself, and it was just something that we was going to talk about, identity and everything today, and confidence. And so it's very important that we listen to our teens, ask
Mm-hmm.
them, if they are writing, make sure you go and support the writings, because more truth come with writing, and the truth shall make you free. That's Bible and God. So
Mm-hmm.
we have to do that. Once again, you can find her book on Amazon. She's building a website soon, y'all. Hopefully, she'll have a like page coming up soon, so y'all won't be all in her inbox
Oh no, no, no.
trying to get the books. We gonna have a like page so she can have her following. Are you on Instagram? Your book, you just getting all that together, right?
Right.
Okay, okay. So the difference between me and you, the teen edition, y'all catch this book. It is awesome. I thank you so much for coming, hanging out with
Yes,
me for this
ma'am.
little while. Stay in the background. I'll be right back with you. Y'all, thank y'all so much. Make sure y'all like, tag, and share. I thank her for coming on, Miss Nicholson. Thank you for being honest. Thank you for choosing us, to give your voice to the youth and remind them that they are unique in their own ways. I thank you for your book, your confidence, and going forward. The difference between me and you, the teen edition. And I thank you so much for being honest. Make sure y'all look out for her social media like page. Make sure y'all go and support her with where if she do a book signing, y'all go support her, especially our hometown right here in Mississippi. She's loving on the youth, and she's still in her youth. So we want to do that, because oftentimes when we get in, like me in my 50s, we forget that they have pains too, that they dealing with a lot right now, because they seeing their parents deal with a lot with the shutdown, with money funny, with company closing and everything. So the children are getting stressors from the parent. So if you like this, please like, comment, and share, y'all, to get her name out there, because she has several more books she'll be doing. And y'all, when y'all buy a book, it helps her fund her career. Okay, it's not just you buying a book so she can put it in her piggy bank. No, this is helping her continue to give other books that will help other individuals. Okay, so make sure y'all like, tag, and share. Yeah, make sure y'all like, tag, and share. And I appreciate y'all time. And until next time, remember, y'all, we are on this journey together. And all you need to do when you get too stressed out, like she said, look, I'm gonna do like what they said, clock it. When she said, just breathe. Until next time, y'all, I see y'all later.